All right, we're working the bridge tonight. The bull reds and the tarpon are rolling, so see what happens.
Your umbrella, I did a whole new rig. I took the umbrella and put it inside of a pole holder.
Yeah?
Put it on a pole. It goes up here inside of the cradle.
That's a starport.
Railblazer.
Railblazer starport. Show me how your PVC sled leans down.
So the sled, if you pitch up, I actually have a wooden bar that goes up right here. Hold the kayak right above you because it's at a pivot point.
Yeah.
So it's really, really easy to control. You just grab the back and it slides right down. It's just as easily to load it as you're coming back up. You just keep it at a low angle.
Right.
Pitches back up, get it at a pivot point, and do the reverse.
I saw him get it down. He couldn't kill it. Yeah, that works.
It'll go up just as easy.
Yeah, check out the lighting rig on this thing. Look at these gulps we're going to be chunking tonight. How about that, huh? I'm throwing a big cobia jig sight casting. Teresa's got something similar. Got a starport. Okay, so it's a rod holder.
Yep. And you just aim the rod holder where you want, and it turns into a sail afterwards. That's a gust buster umbrella, so it holds up to 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Really?
But you're never going to be over 60-mile-an-hour winds out there, right?
Yeah.
It'll never fold over on you.
That's killer. Where you get that? Is that like a golf umbrella?
Yeah, it's a golf umbrella. 60-mile-an-hour winds.
Jeez.
I just zip tied it in, went through the handle. Now that's it. I mean, it's $30 in parts.
Man, that's killer. Hey, walk me through your yak real quick. It looks like you got a Lowrance up front.
So it's a Lowrance 5. It took a little while to figure out what I was going to put on it. I didn't want anything too big, but I still wanted all the bells and whistles. So I settled on that. I don't have the greatest eyes, so I needed a big screen. Yeah. Especially out in the sun.
Got lots of LEDs.
The LEDs are Supernova. I was going to settle on a bunch of different brands, but this really is probably the best thing out there for the bang of the buck. At 212 lumens per foot, there's nothing as bright as these things.
Killer.
And the fish bag, I searched wide for what I was going to put out there, and this is pretty much the best one for the PA-14. It really holds ice for a long time. I was really surprised.
What are you throwing at the tarpon? This is a 4,000?
These are all pens. I needed something like a pen because I'm pretty brutal on stuff, and I needed like the AK-47 of the rods. Otherwise, I was going to beat it up and it wasn't going to last but maybe a night or two.
Right.
So the other thing I did is I went with a couple different poles because I was never satisfied with.
All right.
The first thing he's going to do is he's going to stick you up.
Losing you? Well. Glowing like a spaceship. You ready?
Ready.
Let's do it. I've got my McCain cranking it rod, which is a big 7'2" bass rod. Crankbaits, I'm assuming that's why they call it the cranking it. I've got my Abu 6600 CS in black. It's called the Pro Rocket series, and you know, I've got several of these 6600s. I love them for offshore, heavy inshore. I'm throwing 30-pound spider wire. Theresa and I have been throwing is a storm swim bait. This guy right here. That guy right there. And I'm dropping it to the bottom, and I'm lifting my rod tip up really high so it goes straight up and drops. I'm basically doing a Texas rig worm bass fishing technique out here by these pilings under the bridge. Normally we throw top water out here at night, stuff cruising, hitting the surface. Not seeing a lot of that, so trying to work the bottom and the mid water column. And that's why I got the idea to use the old swim bait. Caught anything yet? Sand trout? The sand trout killer. Sand trout killer 1. Well, she's the bait catcher, as always. catching some more white trout and croakers and stuff, and about to drop them down on the back and throw swim baits in the front. Man, it's glassy tonight. I'm going to meet up with Theresa to get some of that sand trout bait she's been catching. Torpedo bucket. Ah, I hear him croaking. That's prime stuff, man. Prime stuff. What's a sand trout? Drum pin. Come on, Tarpon. Alright, now what I'm going to do is I'm just going to send this off the back. And I'm going to work my soft plastics up front. Alright, let's continue this mission. Alright, deep on the Yep. Started taking the bottom of the swim bait. I was working that swim bait just like we were talking, and something pile drove it. Don't want him to go back under the bridge. Here we go. Want him to go out in the bay. Come on, Big Daddy. Come on, what do we got? Go back to the red, please. I think we may have a red here, guys. Ah. See if we can keep it. This is good stuff. Come on. Got the screws to them. Three-ring circus. Big bull red. Holy smokes. I got a big bull red. Can you come film? Oh man, I knew I had just tangled with one of the largest fish I'd ever caught in a kayak. I know, I hear my phone banging in my bag, but I'm kind of fighting this monster here.
What the hell?
Oh man, what a fight. They weren't hitting. When the reds weren't underneath the street lights, running that storm bait low did the trick. They weren't hitting top, so I started bumping the bottom with the swim bait. Second cast. Wham. Nighttime fishing for reds on the soft plastic. Pensacola, Florida, baby. That's what I'm talking about. This is a fish I'm not gonna forget for a while. This thing was well into the 40s. I don't know how much he weighed, but he was a bruiser. All right, let's see if we can get this big dude going. All right, come on. And there he goes. All right. No worse for the wear? All right, one bull red down, only 220. See what else we can get. Pensacola, Florida, nighttime fishing, bridge style. What? Theresa was yelling she had caught some bait, so I'm headed over. Storm. Jeez, Theresa.
Oh, he's a monster.
That storm's almost as big as that sand trout. What do you think those guys, oh, I see a green light coming this way.
Oh,
No.
What a catch. Yay. And release.
Hey man, 45 miles an hour. Slow down, Theresa. Holy mackerel. What just happened?
I was reeling that in so I could get this. It took off and bent over.
What'd he hit?
Trout with that rockport rattler. Man. Oh man. This thing just doubled over. I had a little trout about that big and the rockport rattler. I was just dragging it behind me. And it took off. And he launched and I was busy messing with that.
How big of a tarpon was it?
Oh, it's big. It's really big.
I heard the splash. I saw the
It
splash.
came out of the water.
Oh man. That'd have been our first tarpon. That was our first tarpon hookup in Pensacola.
I'd like to catch some more trout and try that again.
Okay, let's do it.
On bottom.
Let's do it.
You shredded that.
Broke the leader. And I just missed another big one. Left the scale on it, ripped the whole swim bait off away from the weight. So it's working. I'm gonna keep chunking this, see what else is under the bridge at night. Pensacola, Florida, baby. Keep on keeping on. Randy was racing to help those guys and I was trying to keep up with him, and I said, hey man, how are you going twice as fast as I am in an Outback and you're in a Pro Angler 14? He said, you don't wax the bottom of your kayak? I said, never heard of it. 2 coats of, he said, heavy or hard turtle wax. He was going, that PA-14 was going twice as fast as my Outback. I couldn't keep up. Amazing. I guess I'm gonna be turtle waxing my Outback. Well, I'm not gonna forget that bull red for a while, Theresa.
I'm not going to forget that near miss tarpon either.
That sucker looked big. I saw the splash.
I thought it was a dolphin.
Well, we're gonna have to go back and hit the bridge at nighttime. What do you think?
Let's go.
Thanks a lot for watching 30 Miles Out. Don't forget to subscribe. What do we always say?
Don't forget to put the toilet seat down.
No, what?
What?
Oh my gosh.